Hello and welcome to the second episode of Dice Mayhem, Clash of the Immortals.
Today we've got
Stephen
and Phil going head to head with teams that we built out of our feed pools on episode 1. Steve, would you like to tell us what you're bringing?
So, I've gone for pretty much just the Immortal because it's a fun keyword. I've never really tried it before, so, if it's new and shiny, I'll probably give it a bit of a twist. So, I've brought on my team, I've got Sif, who gets +1 attack and 1 defense for every other character there with Immortal. Got Hela, which makes everything immortal, which is wonderful. Got Heimdall for his global mainly, but he does have a fielding effect, which if a character die with Immortal is drawn when I field him, I get to field it for free, or otherwise I prep it. I've got Yarnborn to also assist with that. I went for the uncommon over the rare. The rare would allow me to, I think, reduce costs even more, but I quite like the fact that all my Immortal characters get Overcrush, and since they are all pretty big hitters, that can get very nasty very quickly. What else we got? We got Jane Foster, the rare, who reduces Immortal characters by 2, making the all these 5-6 costs suddenly really accessible, which is another great thing. Got Pepper Potts common, who I've seen being used as ramp now. She's quite good. She lets you draw a die at the beginning of your clear and draw step, and if it's a non-sidekick, it goes in your prep. Otherwise, you get to add it to your roll. So you can, more likely than not, depending on how your back manipulation goes, you can have 5 sidekicks to roll, which is wonderful. You've got Hogan, the common, who gives Volstagg Intimidate and gives them +2 attack and 2 defense. And last but not least, on the character side at least, we have Volstagg, who can't be blocked by lower level characters and is also immortal. Now on my mat, I've got my backs turned face down, so I've got Big Entrance and Release from the Ice, because Big Entrance, reduce costs, Release from the Ice, get stuff into my prep. And I'm also using these very fancy Ministry of Dice colour reminder cards that has been provided to us by the wonderful people over at Ministry of Dice podcast. So we'll put a link in our video description so you can find out and have a listen to yourself if you've not listened to them before. So I've got orange and a purple. Right, I think that's about it. Over to you, Phil.
Okay, so I chose a very similar team. I decided also to go with the Immortal Makers. However, I went more in the Warriors Free direction because I like the Warriors Free. A Mask Maker, so I can try and make use of my Villainous Pact that I'm taking and Heimdall. And also the Pepper Potts and Jane Foster because, yes, ramp and making my Immortals cheaper. I chose Improvised Weapon because Volstagg is giving the Warriors free Overcrush. Who doesn't like bumping up their Overcrush numbers? That's about it. My team is very similar to Steve's. We had similar design thoughts with them. So we might as well just get back into the game. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, let's do it.
Most sidekicks to go first?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so
Oops.
I rolled 0.
I got 1, so
Steve
I shall
roll.
go first.
I figured you might.
We put 1 in the use to take 3 and put these over here. Side and turn that sidekick into a mask using your global.
Yep.
And we'll put a Big Entrance in the bag with the other 4 dice.
Okay. I shall roll my dice. I will keep all of it as it is. I will have a very similar first turn. I shall spend 3 to buy one of Steve's big entrances, which I have handy purple dice to put into my bag, and I will then use the question mark as a mass to Villainous Pact a die. Prepped the big entrance, and back to Steve.
Okay. Okay, but I'd quite like to land the Villainous Pact. Let's roll that fist as well. Not Villainous Pact, sorry. That is the perfect roll. So, what I can do is I'll activate my big entrance.
Yep.
And I'll put a Jane Foster and a Pepper Potts in my bag. For 1 each, thanks to big entrance's effect.
Yep.
I'll turn the sidekick into a mask, and I'll Heimdall 2 over.
Yep.
Your turn.
4 dice in the bag. Shall keep. And I shall. I'll re-roll this first. Yep, I forgot to transition the thing over. I got a sidekick. That's not the brilliant, but that will do me. I will also big entrance. I will then pay 1 question mark as a bolt to put a Pepper Potts in my bag. I will then turn this sidekick into a mask to buy one of Steve's release from the ice for 1. I'm using a red dice as substitute for it, Steve, but it's a very orangey red. That will also go in the bag. I will then Heimdall 2 sidekicks across. No, I won't. First, sorry, I will Villainous Pact 1, and then I will Heimdall 2 dice across, and then pass the turn back to Steve.
Yep, so I have 3 in the bag. So these go in, give it a bit of a shake, and a sidekick. Okay, we'll keep her on that face. That's a good distribution of energy, so we'll have that, I think. And we'll see if we can't get the Jane Foster. Nope, no Jane Foster. So we'll fill up Pepper Potts. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What do I do? Let's think. So there's no point saving anything for Heimdall since I can't use it this turn.
Correct.
So
there is still a Villainous Pact, remember.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll pay 5 for a Volstagg.
Okay. You mean a Hogan?
Villainous Pact.
Did you mean to pick up the Hogan instead of Volstagg?
I meant to pick up Hogan, yeah. Sorry, I want to buy the one that doesn't have Intimidate. Sorry, it doesn't have Immortal. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I will then... My turn, yeah?
Yes.
The 1 in the bag, everything else goes in. One, 2, 3 out. Let's do the roll. Keep. I'll keep all those sidekicks. Do I want... I'll keep this on a 2, I think. Yeah, I'll keep that on a number 2. I will field her for 3. Big entrance. Spending 2, 3, and 4. To put a Volstagg into the bag. I shall turn this sidekick into a mask to put a improvised weapon into the bag. And then I will villainous pack the dice with one of my improvised weapons, and I have 5 dice in the bag. Back to you, Steve.
So I will take 4 from my bag.
Yep.
And thanks to Pepper Potts, I get to have another one. So actually, I've done that slightly wrong. What I should have done, actually, yeah, I'll make it right. This all goes back in my use pile for the second. So since Pepper Potts is at the beginning of my Clarion draw, I'll shake my bag up so people can see I'm not cheating. Right, that goes in. Now I get to draw my 4. So I have 3 in the bag, plus 1 from here. I know it's the same thing, but I just wanted to make sure I got the...
Yep, I understand totally.
Exactly right. Okay, that's a nice spread of energy. I think I'm pretty much going to do what you did last turn, I think. I will use my big entrance.
Indeed.
And pay 4 to put Volstagg in my bag.
Yep.
I mean Volstagg this time. And then I'll use that to put something in my prep via Villain's Pact.
Yep.
Go.
Back to me. I will draw 1 out for the Pepper Potts. It's not a sidekick, so I get to roll it this turn. And then there's 4 left in the bag.
You can keep Volstagg on that face, and I'm sure no one will mind.
I think I would like to re-roll him, sir. As nice as that offer is, that will do, I suppose. Okay, so 1 mass pays to field Volstagg. Two buys another of your things.
Release from the ice? Yes?
Yep. Field the sidekick. 1 buys myself another improvised weapon. And then I will Heimdall Global with these 2 here. Do I want to attack? Not yet. I will pass back to you.
Okay, so I get to draw a die on Pepper Potts, the sidekick. So I get to draw my next 4 without any hindrance, which is nice. Okay. I'm going to turn the psychic into a mask. I'm going to field up Jane Foster.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 1 to field up Hogan and intimidate your Volstagg out of the field.
Indeed.
Then I'm going to field up my Volstagg and intimidate your Pepper Potts out of the field.
Yep.
Or should I have done your psychic, actually? Actually, no, can I change my mind?
You
I
can.
intimidate your psychic? And that's all my energy. And now I am going to attack. What level is your Pepper Potts?
013, level 2.
Level 2. And my Volstagg is on level 3, meaning he is unblockable in this situation.
I did not plan to block anyway.
He's got 7 and 10 stats, respectively.
What's the combined total?
Combined, that makes 11 damage.
I'll take it and put me on 9.
Now, because Volstagg is immortal, he goes straight back into my bag, while Hogan goes into my use pile.
Yep. And these 2 return, and my turn begins. Everything goes back in, and then Pepper Potts triggers. I get to roll it. 3 and 4.
You're not supposed to tell me off.
Can you figure out the mistake I made last turn?
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I've made a few mistakes myself.
We'll see what the mistake is in a minute. Don't worry.
Keep, and reroll these. Hi. That wasn't as intended, but spend 5 and buy a Hogan. 1 to buy my last improvised weapon. Field a sidekick and Villainous Pact. At which point I pass the turn to you.
Now this is my mistake, so I shouldn't have tapped on last turn, because
Okay.
I've only got 1 die in my bag, and Pepper Potts, since she triggers first, locks him away for this turn.
Oh, that's nice for me.
Not as nice for me, but it's a lesson learned.
Yes.
However, I do get my Hogan. And actually, we can probably keep that as that is. Yeah. So we'll field up Hogan and we'll intimidate out your Volstagg.
Yep.
We'll field up a sidekick. Oops. And then I will villainous. I can't villainous pact. Nope, because I've got something in my prep area.
Yep.
That's really messed me over, that one. Right. That's just going to go to waste, I think, your turn.
Okay. He returns. Draw 1 out the bag for Pepper Potts. So the 1 sidekick in there. These will go in. 1 last one to come out. And 1. We'll roll this. Okay. Turn one of these sidekicks into a mask. Spend 6 and buy Heimdall. I shall then activate improvised weapon, targeting Volstagg, rolling Heimdall. I get to prep a die. I will then use the other one, using the same 2 targets. I get to prep a die. That didn't go as I'd hoped. 2 fists. Do you have another release from the eyes available, Steve?
I do, but I was quite hoping I would have that one.
I will use the 2 fists to purchase your last release from the ice.
Wow. So mean.
And then pass it over to you, Steve.
Okay, I draw 1 from the bag.
To be fair, Karma is saying that I can't roll them. They've all rolled 2s every time.
That's a psychic, so I get to draw my next 4. I get to roll that. And Volstagg has a chance of coming back out. Let's see if Volstagg... yeah, let's see if Volstagg lands. Okay, that's fine. So, let's think. Do I want... Let's think. What have I got in the back? Okay, that's a good question. 50% chance of messing myself over again, but let's see how it goes. We will fill up a Volstagg, intimidating out your pepper pots.
Yep.
I'm going to turn this sidekick into a mass character. Sorry, a mass energy. And thanks to Jane Foster being a reducer of immortal characters, I can buy Hela for 4. Like that, but
Yep.
I'm not going to put her in my bag.
Understandable.
And I'm now going to attack with Volstagg, who is a... let's think, he's now 16... No, he's not 16, what am I on about? He's 6'8".
Does he have Overcrush?
No, but you can't block him, I don't think, because he can't be blocked by lower level characters, and Psychics count as level 1, he's level 2.
Fair enough. I will have to take the 6 then. Puts me on 3.
And I'm on 20, is that?
Yep.
That's awesome. He goes back into the bag. I've got a 50% chance gamble
Yeah.
on either locking him away or not.
Fair enough. My turn?
Yep.
Okay, and the Pepper Pots. Sidekick, and then draw 4 dice. My Pepper Pots was returned.
Just realised I forgot to get my energy counters out.
She wasn't
My
on
life counters.
022, she was on... Do you know I've just noticed something about Pepper Potts?
What?
Her level 2 face has more health than her level 3 face.
Yeah, it's one of the only dice I can think of that actually does that.
I'm thinking it was some kind of a misprint. Keep the question mark. And reroll the 4. Apologise, it went all of a sudden dull over here.
Ow.
There we go.
Boy, it's here. Come on.
That will do. Right. So, first things first, I will use improvised weapon, targeting Volstagg and rolling Heimdall.
Oh, that hurt.
Volstagg gets +8 attack.
Is he over crushing?
Yes, he is.
That's fine.
I will then use my release from the ice
Oh,
to
release from the ice.
prep Heimdall.
Okay.
No, not Heimdall. Hogan.
Right.
Then use a mask to prep 2 sidekicks. Spend 3 to buy a billy club, field a sidekick, and I will then declare an attack with my now 11 at 6
Blocking with my pepper
Volstagg.
pots.
Pardon?
I'm blocking with my 3 defense pepper pots.
Okay, so you're taking 8 damage,
That's fine.
putting you on 12. I did some damage! And he comes back,
But
and
now I have got rid of the risk of locking away my Volstagg,
you have.
which is what I was after.
Yep.
That attack has helped me more than it helped you.
Indeed.
Right. So, I just need to get my Volstagg on level 2. And I will think I'm in a winning position then.
If he gets on level 2, you have won the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's level 3. There's the energy required to field him. He comes out, intimidates out your, well, anything really.
Well, no, it has to be Pepper Potts to win the game.
And I run through
Yep.
with 7 damage.
Well played.
Thank you.
I think both teams had their merits. I just focused too much on the energies for the combos that didn't roll.
You flooded your bag with too many basic actions.
The basic actions weren't the flooding the bag for the basic actions wasn't the problem because I got the Volstagg out. The problem I felt was that the basic actions didn't roll until too late.
Which is now.
Most of my basic actions all game rolled with 2 rather than the energy phase, the action phase, which I think is what let me down.
It's a downside for you, but a positive for me. So
Yep, we are now 1 match in and 1 win to Steve.
Over the course of the next few months, we'll be keeping a tally of who wins the games we play between the 3 of us, and we will eventually have a Dice Mayhem prize to the team member who has won the most games. Let's face it, probably me. But that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, give us a like and a subscribe.